Unshaken, fortitude from the Psalms, scripture as steel for the soul. When shadows gather, the Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? Psalm 27:1. When the skies darken and the ground trembles, when fear creeps like smoke into the breast, there is but one name that causes darkness to retreat. The Lord, my stronghold, my light. A man may stand in armor, blade in hand, yet tremble within. But the one who walks with God has already overcome. His courage is not borrowed from the fleeting strength of flesh, but forged in eternal fire. We do not fight alone. The God of Jacob is with us. The Lord of hosts rides before us. Whom then shall we fear? Fear has no dominion in the heart lit by divine light. The heart that waits. Be strong and let your heart take courage, all you who wait for the Lord. Psalm 31:24. Strength is not always found in swiftness. It is not always displayed in noise. Sometimes it is the quiet waiting, the hidden endurance, the soul that does not yield. This too is strength. To wait for the Lord is to trust Him beyond the moment, to kneel in stillness even when the battle calls, to believe the commander has not abandoned his post, but sees from higher ground. A true knight waits not in despair, but in readiness. Endure, kneel, wait, for the Lord's command shall come, and when it does, rise like a lion awakened. In the valley of shadows. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For you are with me, your rod and your staff, they comfort me. Psalm 23:4. There is a silence that falls over the battlefield before the charge, a silence thick with dread. Like the shadow of death, in such moments many falter, but those who walk with the shepherd know another silence. The peace of his presence, even in the darkest vale. I do not tremble, for his staff is near. He disciplines me, guides me, shelters me. He walks the valley with me, never once retreating. No shadow, no death, no terror of night can unman the one whose eyes are fixed upon the shepherd's banner. When the mountains fall, God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth gives way, though the mountains be moved into the heart of the sea. Psalm 46:1-2. The world shakes, kingdoms fall, fortresses crumble, and yet the righteous remain. For our strength does not lie in the stones of the city, nor the laws of men. It lies in the One who formed the mountains and carved the seas. He does not tremble. Therefore, neither do we. Let the world fall into chaos. My foundation is unshaken. The Lord is my high tower, my citadel in flame and flood. The courage to advance. Wait for the Lord. Be strong, and let your heart take courage. Wait for the Lord. Psalm 27:14. To wait is not to be still in fear, but to prepare in faith. To take courage is not to ignore the storm, but to walk through it with eyes fixed on the light. The night does not flee. He advances when the captain commands. Let your heart take courage. Your strength comes not from yourself, but from the One who commands both storm and silence. The fortress of the righteous. The Lord is the stronghold of his people, a safe refuge for his anointed. Psalm 28:8. The warrior knows his refuge, not in walls of stone, not in swords of steel, but in the Lord who shelters, who fortifies, who surrounds. In him the soul finds rest. In him the warrior finds strength anew. Stand in his refuge, and none shall overthrow you. Delivered by his hand. The Lord is my strength and my shield. In him my heart trusts, and I am helped. My heart exults, and with my song I give thanks to him. Psalm 28:7. No battle is won alone. No shield is stronger than the one upheld by the hand of God. When the darts fly, he covers. When the knees buckle, he lifts. Trust in him, and the soul shall rise. Not in pride, but in thanksgiving. Let the grateful heart be your war cry. The steadfast warrior. Cast your burden on the Lord, and he will sustain you. He will never permit the righteous to be moved. Psalm 55:22. What weight do you bear? Lay it down. Place it upon the altar. The Lord does not let the righteous fall. He binds their wounds, strengthens their knees, and plants their feet upon the rock. He is the sustainer of your stand. You will not be moved. Strength in the day of battle. Blessed be the Lord, my rock, who trains my hands for war and my fingers for battle. Psalm 144:1. Training comes not only from toil, but from the teaching of the Lord. He instructs your spirit. He readies your resolve. He shapes your strength. Let your discipline be devotion. Let your readiness be righteousness. You are trained not for vanity, but for the glory of the King. Unshaken in the storm. I have set the Lord always before me. Because he is at my right hand, I shall not be shaken. Psalm 16:8. The winds may howl, the world may sway, but the one who keeps his eyes on the Lord will not be shaken, not by loss, not by fear, not by sorrow, for the Lord stands close by your side as guard and guide. Steady your gaze, hold your line, stand fast. These words of the Psalms are not mere ink and scroll. They are banners on the wind, battle cries in the smoke, whispers from heaven carried through the field. They are shields for the mind, armor for the heart, and fire in the bones of those who would stand upright. In a world of shifting ground, the knight of Christ is not forged in comfort, but in conflict. His strength does not lie in his own will, but in the God who trains his hands and steadies his soul. So take up the sword of these sacred verses. Let them be etched upon your heart like runes of light. Speak them aloud when the hour darkens. Repeat them when your spirit falters. Raise them high when others flee. For courage is not the absence of fear. It is the triumph of faith over fear. And fortitude is not pride in one's strength, but glorying in the strength of God. Ride on, then, with Scripture in your soul, and heaven at your back. Blessed be the Lord my rock, who trains my hands for war and my fingers for battle. Psalm 144:1.